down coverages all year to the tune of 1,400 receiving yards so far. It's the Bucks and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Jacksonville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Lawrence, this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That one too wide and incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does you have points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1. including himself.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
The slot man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Straight ahead, ETN. And ETN going to have a Jags first down as they get this up past the 35-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get... It's third down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins. 63 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
ETN up the middle, and fights through one man. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. It's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was caught up by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Harrington. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, Picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brad.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in life.
There he goes, left side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
Red on red.
Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A handoff for Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Harrington. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez.
Take that. Thank you.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Draw play, ETN.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Silver. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Off play action, Harrington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out come the Jags.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Shedding through the defense, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Right open.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Gun.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Falcons and the Bucks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their sixth quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll set up a throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now this throw caught left side, and they work this well outfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Harrington. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because all depends.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 33. So down inside the 35 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again? your game.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. 37 yards, and the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe
breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2nd and 5. That's Samuel caught left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
I absolutely agree 100%. No one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. York able to send this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Robinson up the middle. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
The Falcons send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action here on first down. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cross Watkins, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Off play action. Harrington. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Buccaneers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, caught by London. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, keeping them under 200 today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Off the play fake. Harrington. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Still going. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 67 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
York now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the three true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the two true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a third interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
2nd and 4. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.